Sweet mother of Visas Mar. Hello there everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes roster review. So we've got mini LukeJM here from Guardians of the Northern Lights. And yeah, first thing we see, quite clearly, Visas Mar, Relic 9. That is quite the big achievement. I mean, to be fair, you've got Starkiller, but I vaguely remember you had at least a Relic 8 one before Starkiller, so yeah, that is pretty fun. I do like fun things, so I love seeing that. Okay, let's bring up the rest of your roster, or at least some of the details. Let's show you how it's looking. Okay, so from what we're seeing here, we have got 4.25 million GP. You've got 73 Zetas, you've got 5 Omicrons in total, although we'll see what they are as we go along. 31 total relics, 22 of which are Relic 5 or above. You've got 14 Gear 12s, 81 6-dot mods, and a breakdown of those shows us that 72 of them are 15 plus speed. Well, you've got 72 15 plus in your entire roster, not just at them 81. You've got 26 20 plus speed mods, and you've got 10 25 plus speed mods, so you're looking very good in that regard. When it comes to Galactic Legends, you haven't got one yet, but Starkiller does give you an option, so we're looking very strong there. So let's go and have a look. Let's see how the rest of your roster is looking in comparison. Okay, so like I say, Visas is certainly standing strong here at the top. For that reason, I am going to start at the bottom again. We're going to go to Unaligned Force User, let her shine, and let's just see how she's looking. So, what stats have you actually got on her? Because I honestly couldn't tell you the correct way to mod Visas. I'm assuming health, so yeah, that does make sense. 314 speed seems very fast. But yeah, I couldn't really comment much more. I mean, let's have a look. What's a mastery? Crit chance, deflection chance, dodge chance, and health. Right, I wouldn't have expected that. The dodge chance should be good. Well, dodge and deflection chance. I mean, at Relic 9, she must be dodging and deflecting quite a bit. So, yeah, that is quite interesting. You fed into the mastery via health, so that works out as well. Crit chance you haven't even really modded for, and you're well over 100%, so very interesting. But yeah, I couldn't really actually say much else as far as how to mod. I'm not going to be vain and say, oh yeah, I know how to mod Visas Mar. I honestly don't. But yeah, well done. I mean, I know you had a thing for Visas before. Like I say, I remember at some point I saw you got a Relic 8 one. I didn't know you'd taken it up to Relic 9. But yeah, congratulations. I mean, that's some commitment. That's where I'm coming from for sure here. I mean, wow. But yeah, again, I couldn't say if it's right or wrong, but it looks good. And I think that's the bottom line. It looks good. Okay, Starkiller, we'll come back to Cat in a second, but let's just see how you've paired them up. So, R5 on Starkiller, you've got both your Omicron. Oh, sorry, was it both or all? Yeah, you got all the Omicrons, right. I could have sworn I only saw 2 when I clicked on it. By the way, thank you, CG, for the new UI. Thank you. But, yeah, let's see. So, you've got all your Omicrons, which is great. Let's see how you've modded. 100k health, wow, and 264 speed. That is very nice. Again, I haven't got Starkiller myself yet, but my limited knowledge does suggest that health is the way to go, so that when you do, is it this ability? Is it this one? Size means nothing. There we go. It deals 80% of Starkiller's max health. So, yeah, 80% of 100k thereabout. You're talking about 80k damage to the enemies. So, in theory, you should be doing GL level damage at that point. And I can't remember if he also gains health. He probably does. But yeah, if he's gaining health at all during the battle, then that increases the damage he'll deal. Let me just check that in here. Yeah, he gains 100% max health via everyone in the team being who they're meant to be. Does he gain any more in Grand Arena? Not that I can see. But still, it's pretty cool. I don't think he needs more. I mean, 100% bleeding hell. I mean, you can't really ask for much more, can you? He's already going to be at 200 odd K health. So, I mean, what? Yeah, 212k health. It's like, yeah, you shouldn't need any more. So yeah, 80% of that. I'm not. Yeah, you should be dealing GL level damage. So I'm curious how you're getting on with him. I mean, I think the key to any Starkiller battle for you now would be just keeping him alive long enough to trigger it. But yeah, let me know how you're getting on, because I haven't seen a lot of Starkillers yet, and that is where my main account's going, so I'm curious how people are getting on with him. Alright, so I want to look at both of these, so let's have a look at your cat first. Okay, Relic 7, all Zetas. I've got 352 speed, 86 health. Okay, I like the build. Let's just see what you've gone with. Speed, health, offense, health. Okay, and you've got some nice secondaries. So yeah, I like it. I think there's an argument maybe crit damage could go there, but as I said last time, I do think as well there's... Well, saying that, crit damage isn't as important as offense, I guess, but yeah, the main point I was thinking is last time I was saying that health builds are becoming a little bit popular, at least to prevent JML, I believe it is, countering easily. Could be JMK mirrors. I can't remember for sure what I heard. I think it was JML. But yeah, having speed on makes it harder for bounty hunter snipes. So I like the speed. You're making it harder for teams to one-shot you without a GL. All right. Mari Jade, how have you got her going? That doesn't look promising. 320. Okay. I'm sure you know you could be a bit quicker there. Yeah, maybe it's a work in progress. I don't mean to be harsh or anything. I think the argument I've got in my head here is we know Mara can get super fast. I mean, I'm sure 370 is a goal for her. So, yeah, let's assume that 370 is like the top end of the game with the best mods. 320 still seems a little low. So I'm thinking maybe 340 is a goal. Again, I've got the same on Moff Gideon in mind, and I'm thinking I can get him to 340 quite comfortably. So, yeah, I just think, all right, can we push that on a bit? Just get to at least the 340 mark. Especially when you can take into account all the speed buffs that you get in a Starkiller team. No Omicron as well. Don't know if you're considering it, but it's quite interesting in Territory Wars. Just the idea that you essentially take the first turn. So, I like it. But yeah, interesting group here. Let's move on. Any surprises here? No. Let's move up. Let's go for your... I was going to Smugglers, but we'll see them in the Scoundrel tag, so let's go to your Sith Empire. You know what I'm going to do? I did last time as well from here. I'm going to start ordering by speed. So you're looking good as far as that's concerned. You've got them in the right order. Well, kind of. I'd say Malak can go ahead of BSF. 317 on Revan. Okay, could be a little quicker. BSF. 294. Okay, again, could be a little quicker. Oh, let's try again. And 271 speed, 123k health, and tenacity. So I've been saying it a lot lately. I'll repeat it just for anyone who's just tuning in for this one. Tenacity on Mallet doesn't make sense in a Darth Revan team, just for the fact that ferocity negates tenacity. So you may as well mod for protection, that way at least there's more protection for your opponent to chew through. On the other hand, if in GA you're using Malak to do solos, then yeah, tenacity is needed. So it's your choice, you know what you're using your Malak for, but I would remind people to look for ferocity and think how many stacks of ferocity can build during a Sith Empire battle. You don't particularly want to have the ferocity being, or the ferocity negating all that tenacity you're modding for, because like I say there, you've got 161%. Yeah, does he really need it? You know, if again, this is if he's Sith Empire. If he's on his own, yeah, he could probably benefit. But if he isn't, yeah, it's just a bit of a waste. So yeah, the only other thing I would add, which I've said to a few other people, Malak could always do with being, well, maybe not always, but there is a benefit to having Malak ahead of BSF in the speed order. That way you can get essentially a pre-taunt. So it's an option. I wouldn't say you have to do it, but if you can get the 3 of them in that order, so it's Revan, Malak, BSF, it can make a nice turn order for you. Alright, let's have a look at the rest of your Sith. You got Dooku at gear 11. Vader at Relic 5. Talon, obviously, for Starkiller. How's she looking? 247. Such a damage. Yeah, if she's what I suspect, you've just basically built her up to fit in any team or a Darth Revan team, or, you know, just basically be there for the speed bump. So, yeah, I get that. It's a bit of a shame. Just in general, I'm talking here that... Sorry, I was looking at a lightsaber. I've never seen that before. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame, really, because I do think her kit has got something nice to it. The Omicron itself does look good as well if you put it with Traya, but I've just heard no one use it. I'm hoping someone will try it and say, wow, it is actually quite good against this or that. But yeah, I haven't seen enough yet. I might actually put mine on Talon. I think I forgot about that on Crimson. I'll have a think about it. But Talon could be fun. Alright, wrong tab. Let's have a look at Vader. We've gone Speed and Potency. 259 speed, 100% potency, 1k damage from mods. What relic were we at? Relic 5. I'd say that's reasonable. Yeah, I said it last time. I'm not particularly a fan of speed mods on Vader. I prefer offense or crit damage sets, just for the simple fact that it's going to amplify either your offense or your crit damage. I know that's obvious, but just the idea that, yes, the speed is about in the range I'd expect. You know, 250 to 270 is a good range, maybe a little over or a little under. But yeah, I think, could you get that from offense mods? I don't know. I can't really settle on speed myself, because even though the speed is there, it feels like it means you're neglecting something. So yeah, that'd be the one thing I'd be saying. Maybe just switch to an offense set with good speed and see if you can get that number a little higher via the offense set without dropping that drastically. So yeah, that'd be my gut. But see what you can do. See what you can do. If you can't get it, you know, if maybe offense mods aren't that well built, then yeah, don't drop into ridiculous speeds. Just see what you can do. Let's go up a tab. So we've already seen your Dooku. You've got Watt at Relic, so well done there. B1. Speed and Potency. Okay, that's a different build set to what I've seen lately. 268 speed and 7,380 damage. Okay, that's actually not too bad. Again, I would make the argument of doing what I've just said with Vader. If you were to go for offense sets, there would be a benefit, just as far as that number for starters would increase. The only reason I would say this set works is if you're going for a BB-8 team. That way, essentially, because B1 is super fast to begin with, all the turn meter BB-8 provides at the start of the battle will mean B1 takes a very fast turn. But arguably, and I'll admit I haven't got a brilliant memory for it, but I'd say even a slow B1 could still take an early turn with BB-8 in the team, just because there's that much turn meter. But I would have to check my past battles to confirm that. But still, it's not going to be bad. I mean, 268 is solid whichever way you look at it. Again, I'm just thinking offense. Offense is kind of the big thing B1 does. He takes that many turns out of turn, so it's like you might as well try and capitalise on the damage that he's dealing. I think B1 is one of these sly relic options. You know, if you were to take him to relic 8, you'd probably notice more of what he's doing. Whereas when he's only relic 5, I think everyone just sees him as the healer. You know, like, oh, I'll use him to top up Magna Guard or B2 or whoever. Whereas I think if you got him to higher relics, people would see a bit more clearer. Oh yeah, it's not just that he heals up my team, but he also deals some half decent damage every time he attacks. So yeah, just one thing to keep in mind. Let's see then what's going on here. We've got Grievous. We've got health mods. 134k health, that looks good. Got crit damage, got health. looking solid. I'm nitpicking a teeny weeny bit here. Not a lot of health secondaries, and when I say that, I just mean flat health. So you got one there with a health percentage, that is good. And you've got a double health there as well, so that's good. The only reason I'm saying it's a bit of a shame, and again, I am absolutely nitpicking, so do take that on board. If you got health secondaries as well, it'd be boosting that number, but at Relic 5, you may get that jump to Relic 7 that will push that health number right up to 150k. That one especially. That's a bit of a shame you haven't got health, even a health percentage. And yeah, and the speed isn't that high either. You don't need speed, by the way, but I was just thinking, like, you've got 20 there, and I'm sure I saw another one with good speed, 18 there. So that was 38 from 2, yet you're only getting 9 from another mod. So do you see where I'm coming from? It's a bit like the primaries are right, by all means. Just maybe a touch more on the secondaries could really refine this Grievous. By no means is it bad. Again, I am nitpicking, but yeah, it's something you could work on. But yeah, I don't really feel a need to look at anything else in this section, so let's move along. Scoundrels, yeah, I did say I was going to look at Scoundrels. Okay, I do want to look at your dash. 305, okay. Again, that's another one you could probably get a little bit quicker. You know, how I'm seeing dash teams at the top end of Grand Arena right now, 350 is a nice speed. So I'm looking and thinking, I know it's more speed mods, but I'm thinking, supposing some of those that you've got on characters like Vader, like B1, if you were to shift those over here, for instance, maybe not exactly those, but you get the idea I'm getting at, then maybe you could bump up your speed that way. Because dash teams with very fast dashes can be very annoying from what I've seen. So 305 isn't a slouch. Well, you know, I wouldn't say it's super fast either, but it's not a slouch. I mean, certainly faster than what I've got. But saying that, mine's only 4-star. So, you know, how I'd view it, you've got room to improve here. But yeah, I certainly wouldn't sleep on it either, because when you think that first opening move he does, it is killer. So yeah, and also don't sleep on the Omicron either. I've got that myself, and I think if you pair it with Vandor, it's very nice. Have you got Vandor by any chance? Have you got Vandor? Let me just check. No Vandor that I can see anyway. So a bit of a shame that. If you've got time, I would work on him. He is a pretty fun tune. At least now he is. Maybe a bit before he wasn't. I've noticed Shazam Omicron. I will come back to it. I'm going to look at your bounty hunters later on in a bit more focus. You've got Nest there. She's just chilling at gear 11. Again, it's a pretty simple Ewok counter, so okay there. Fennec 3-star with a Zeta. I feel like that might have been a premature Zeta, but I like Fennec, so I can't blame you. Her kit's very nice. But yeah, I think that's pretty much what we would expect from this area, so let's move on. Let's go to your Resistance. Okay, not a lot to see. Got 3PO, well done. Let's move up. Rebels. Okay, bit like my old account, this just needs a bit of work. Yeah, not a lot really I can add. You've got Chewbacca at least at 7-star, so well done on that. Mothma at 7 as well. You could do giving her a bit more love. She's got the double Zeta, don't get me wrong, but how are your fighters looking? Ooh, with Kyle there, yikes, I forgot that Kyle. And you've got the Omicron. Ooh. Okay, you've intrigued me a bit there. So you've got the Omicron, even though Mothma and the team aren't ready. Is this a moving priority? Like you're thinking, okay, I will work on this? I mean, how fast is Kyle? 267. I'm no good at working out the effective speed at the start of battle, but that could be pretty good. Yeah, I'm a little bit interested there. Because there's no denying it. Kyle in territory battles will do some good. I mean, I might actually make that one of my... I'll say one of my Omicrons. I've got about 3 or 4 that I've got to do on my main account. But that might be one that I do soon enough, because I think it could really make my Mothma team work a lot smoother in TB. But saying that, I'm kind of the inverse of you in this scenario. I've got the Mon Mothma team at Rallic, but Kyle's only gear 9. So, yeah, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking it feels like an early Omicron, if I'm going to be brutally honest. I mean, if you're telling me you've used it already and you're getting results with it, well done, because I didn't think Kyle could do that on his own. But, yeah, let me know, because that has intrigued me as to your reasoning for it, even if it's just like an early investment Omicron. So, yeah, let me know. All right, well, just double check your Old Republic. Nothing fancy going on here. Just thought I'd give it a quick glance. Your sisters. Okay, not a lot going on with the sisters. Fair enough, we'll move up. Mandos. Not a lot to shout about here either. Didn't know if you got Maul offhand. Jedi. All right. I know he is, but it feels weird seeing Kyle at the top of a Jedi list. It's like... I know he is a Jedi, but because he's in my mind, he's only a rebel fighter. I've not even thought of using him with Jedi, so it feels weird seeing him there. All right, let's have a look at your Yoda. Okay, so he went for offense and health, 284 speed, and physical offense at route to 6,000. It does feel low, that. It might not be, but it feels low. I'm trying to guess what the Rallic increments are. This is where I'd love it if you could actually click on the Rallic button here and go, oh yeah, this is how much you get damage from the next Rallic upgrade. But yeah, it might not be low. Let's have a look at your mods, just see how they're looking. So speed, potency's nice there. The rest could kind of go. Crit chance. I can't say I'm a fan of crit chance in general. If you've got one, I'd go for an offense primary there myself. The speed's nice though, so if you're going to keep it, it's not a bad one. A health primary there though, not needed. You're missing out on all the offense there, so yeah, 8.5% you get. Well, you need to roll that anyway. As far as maybe not that mod, but you'd need a 6 offense mod, so that could bump you as well. But yeah, big difference between the secondary offense percentage and what you could get on the primary. But saying that, speed, tenacity, well, the speed is needed, but the tenacity and defense less so. Yeah, not a lot I'd say for keeping that either. The speed's okay, but yeah, the others not much. Yeah, and a bit the same there as well. The speed's alright again, but maybe find someone else for that. So yeah, that's kind of what's holding you back here. You haven't got a lot of good offense secondaries, even just flat offense. So yeah, if you could roll roll that maybe not that square, but a offense square, just so again the 8.5% from the primary, and then get a cross that's also offense primary, your Yoda will probably hit a bit harder. I mean, this is the way I look at Yoda. He's always the damage dealer in the team you're using, unless, say, you've got... I mean, you haven't got JKL, but unless you've got someone like that, Yoda's always going to be the damage dealer. So, yeah, you've got to make sure he's got good offense. And I know it's sometimes a bit of a chore, but it's just getting it in there. You have to find it from somewhere, even if it's just keep rolling mods. Let's have a look at your Shaq. How have you got her? Speed, crit damage, protection, and protection. 283 speed. Okay. Speed's looking good. Primary wise, health is something I always think about. I say that because I'm sure at least one of my accounts is modding for protection as well at the moment. Not deliberately, but it was just the sets I could give her. But yeah, in principle, you seem to be alright. I mean, again, health makes more sense just for the fact that I feel it means you haven't got to move as much when you go for the cam mission. But yeah, I've also got training exercise in my mind. You know, she recovers protection, so it's not bad having protection, but yeah, the health is there as well. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I think that's just me. I have health in my head, so it's like when I see protection, it's not what I want to see, but it's not bad either. 281 on Revan. Again, could be quicker. I think 300 should be like a minimum for Revan, so it could be quicker. Yeah, I mean, I've said it before, I don't really mind too much on primaries and Revan. You know, you just get your fastest mods, essentially, or some of your fastest mods. He's an attacker, but to be honest, right, I feel like the tags are misplaced in the JKR team, or the original one. Revan's more of a support, and Yoda's more of an attacker. I don't know why they're classed the way they are, but that's kind of where we are. So, yeah, me personally, just try and load him up with speed, make sure he can keep getting that move off. Well, both these specials off, and then you're golden. Kenobi, how are you modding him? Load of health, how I love to see him. And say, not much more to say that. JKA, crit damage, crit chance, 247 speed, a chunk of damage. Have you got Qui-Gon Omicron by any chance? Well done in Cam, by the way. I didn't see Cam before. No Qui-Gon Omicron. Okay. So, yeah, I'll be honest. I've got to stop and pause there. Just say well done on Kiadi. Kiadi's, even at that level, I imagine he's pretty fun. I mean, 4-star, but yeah, like I say, you've got your ability mats. You can throw him in a team if you want, get a little speed bump, or when you get a Zeta, you can do it anyway. But, yeah, well done. I think it's, how do I phrase this? I feel like it's, at 4-star, he's not going to do a lot, but he'll do something, if you need him to. Obviously, when he's at Rallic, he'll be better. Okay, Jolie. I like looking at Jolie's. You've gone for the health build. 51k. Okay. I'll repeat it, even though I've said it numerous times. Tenacity. He has 100% tenacity. He's immune to turn meter reduction effects. This bit is the key bit. So, in addition, at the start of the battle, he gains bonus crit avoidance equal to half of his tenacity. So, my guild, well, my alliance mate, if you want to say that, Kitteron, he's on my Twitch streams and chat sometimes. I was bringing this up in my chat the other day, and he was rolling his eyes at me just for the fact that he thinks I'd go on about this a lot, and I will stand by this one for the very, very, very simple reason. This is literally in his kit. It's, you know, it's the idea. It's saying if you mod for tenacity, you will gain bonus crit avoidance, and I just love the idea that you can make him hard to crit. So right now, you've only got 39% tenacity on him. Therefore, he's going to be gaining 19.5% crit avoidance on top of whatever mastery he can gain. So that would be nothing right now. So he's not going to be avoiding crits quite a lot. I mean, you've got speed arrow there as well, which won't help. But what we have primaries, by the way, health, protection, health. All right, so that was bad anyway. I've got to be brutal. That was bad. But yeah. Simple way of doing it. Crit avoidance, health, tenacity, health. And just try and flood the secondaries with health percentage. You don't need the tenacity crazy high. 100% is nice just for the fact that 100% means you're going to be getting at least 50% on top of whatever tenacity you gain from mastery via relics. But I just look at it and think, why not try it? For me, it's worked. I've enjoyed it. I can still get up to 90k health at Relic 7. So, you know, I look and I think Jolie's not suddenly going to become a wimp. But when you think you've got no relics and you're at 51k health with health mods. So I look at it and I think Relic 7, 90k plus all the crit avoidance he'll be gaining. He's quite durable. So, yeah, food for thought. I put this out there every time and say I'm not backing down on that one because I really do like the build. All right, Sky Guy. How's this one looking? 131k protection and damage 8k. All right, pretty solid. I'm going to say. How are your actual mods looking? Protection primary. I haven't seen a lot of them for a while. No protection. Okay, so you've gone for a thick gas build. I respect that. I think thick gases are good. Could do with more speed, if I'm going to be honest. I know Rex could compensate for you there. But yeah, I do like faster gases as well. Just for the simple reason, if you can get an early AoE off, it just means the opposition is locked down. So, yeah, I'm not saying that he's too slow or anything. You could probably make it work, but the faster the better as well. So yeah, I think I've looked at all your key Jedi there. I apologise if I did miss something. Jawas, any surprises? Nope. Let's move up. Inquisitors. Second sister. We're pretty much doing the same thing as me, just try and give her a bit of gear by the looks of it. Imps. Piet's got his Zeta. I'm guessing this is a work in progress. I am guessing. Ooh. Need that one though. Get Veer's Zeta pronto. You know, if you've given 2 Zetas that are maybe less important than the one you need. So, yeah, you really need Veers. Geos. Oh, sorry, I've just had to pause here and just say, I don't know how you play this game, by the way, Luke, and I'll say this for anyone else who asks for a roster review. If you play the game in a different way than everyone else, like say if you're less competitive or if you don't really care about how things are, then just let me know when you ask for the roster review, because I will just try and treat it as if you want to maybe sharpen up your game a little bit. But if you don't really care about certain things, maybe you're just asking me to flex things essentially, then I don't mind doing that as well. It's just, if I see something, I will call it out. So, yeah, just a little reminder for folks. I don't want to be telling you how to play your game. If you want your characters the way they are, you're well within your rights to keep them as they are. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. So without any more information, it's the best I can do. All right, let's just get back into this. Geo, so you got your Spy at 12, Sunfac at 12. Very nice Sunfac as well. Just, I mean, it's only gear 12, but it's just the idea that you have actually got Sunfac to 12, which is more than some people do. I mean, when you think he's one of the harder characters to gear from the early game. So, yeah, congratulations. It's a bit of a surprise you've got him to 12 and these two only to 11. So, yeah, well done. Galactic Republic. So, I'm going to skip your clones temporarily because we can look at them later on, but 284 speed, 79k health. I like that. That looks solid on Padme at Rally 5. And is there anything else that I'm missing? Nothing of note, I think, so we can move on. First Order. Yeah, skip. Ewoks. Okay, we've got Zatron Chirper. Move along. So the Empire. You got your TFP at Rallic. Potentially going for Executor. We can have a look at your Bounty Hunters again in a moment. But that would make sense because they're the two of the tunes needed. But yeah, let me know on that one because it would make sense. I think Executor is becoming way, way important. But yeah, let me know. You know what? I did actually neglect you a little bit there. $245 and $288. Gideon's reasonably quick. Give Veers his Zeta. Well, I think Veers gives 20 speed without the Zeta, doesn't he? Yeah, so he still gives the 20 speed. So you'd be going at 308 with Gideon. So you could probably still beat some nice Night Sister teams and whatnot with Gideon. But yeah, get him a bit. Well, get them all built up, and they're a wrecking ball of a team, the Imperials. Yeah, let's just move on. Go to your droids. And to be fair, we have actually looked at the key ones, so yeah, let's skip along. We'll skip the clones because we can look at them in the final 2 tags. So Bounty Hunters. So you got your Bosk at Rally 5. That does make me think you're going for Executor, just because it's kind of like the place to go with him. 96k protection, 63% tenacity. Okay. It's not a bad boss by any stretch. What I'm thinking is, you roll these mods, you'd be in a better place. I mean, 3 of those secondaries are nice. Speed, defense looks solid with protection. Speed, defense, tenacity, they look solid. Tenacity Prime is arguably better there, but if you want a thick Bosk, it's not bad. And then protection, speed, defense, they're not bad as well. Yeah, I mean, little bit of tweaking there, I think. That's all I would say. Tenacity is as important, in my opinion, as protection, if he's leading anyway. But yeah, by no means is it bad. I mean, this is the one I was after, sorry. They gain 50% max protection and 50% tenacity. So you're looking at it, you think, those are the two stats to mod for as well as speed. So if you can get them, you're golden. So yeah, you're on the right track. I think just maybe a little bit of tweaking wouldn't hurt. Just maybe go for a tenacity cross there. That might work better, and then get protection in the secondaries. How's your Zam looking? 254, so if you just bear with me. Let me get a calculator open. Here we go. So 254 times 1.2. That's 304.8. And then times that by 0.2. That's 60. So she's granting 60, well, almost 61 speed to the rest of the team. So that would mean, let's see, Bosky Boy goes up to 334, nearly 333 is for certain. So yeah, that's pretty solid. I mean, it'll still probably get outsped by a few teams, but perhaps you could try Django lead for that. The Zeta would be nice, but yeah, Django lead grants 30, so that would then take Bosk up to about 364 or 363. So yeah, I'd say that's one to look out for. You got Aura. Well, you got Aura unlocked. Giving her a little bit more gear, I'd say. She wasn't actually a bad gear. I got her up to 10 without any effort, really. So yeah, if you get some spare gear one day, it might just be worth lobbing it on her. Even at 3 stars, she can do some okay work to begin with. And then finally, let's have a look at these two factions. Your Bad Batch. We got Echo at level 80 just for the event, or the Galactic Challenges. Completely respect that, it's a good ability. And then your 501st. So Rex is your fastest. How fast? 307. That should get out the gate pretty comfortably. I mean, if I can get that open again. Okay, so 307 times 1.2. Yeah, I'm just checking. I've got my speed numbers right there. 368 effective. That is pretty fast. I'm going to say only something like a Mara Jade under Starkiller could probably take that. Or something like that anyway. So yeah, 368 is pretty good. How's your arc looking? 302, so not far behind either. I've heard there is a good argument to have arc go first so they can put the turret out and then form up. But yeah, it's your call if you want to do that. I mean, as well, you've got to really have a fast offense set for that. But he deals special damage, doesn't he? Oh no, physical damage. Okay, so yeah, I was looking in the right place. Yeah, the offense looks great there. So yeah, looks good. Yeah, offense, speed. I like it. And 5s. How is he modded? 102k protection, 231 speed. Not a lot of offense. When you think about it, he does need the offense for the sacrifice, ideally. So yeah, that'd be a nice thing to grant, but yeah, just a little nitpick there again. I mean, speed, protection. You see, little things like that would benefit. If you could roll that, get to 6E, it's not a bad mod anyway. All those stats benefit 5s. I'm just looking protection, offense, protection, speed, all of those benefit 5s, so that's not a bad one to roll. Just for the record, 12's a bit low to roll, but still, I think that the other stats benefit it. Protection, speed, health, offense, again, they aren't bad. The speed's a bit low, so maybe don't roll that. But in principle, the only one not really impacting the sacrifice there is crit chance. All of those are good, so that was definitely worth rolling. And I don't believe he gives tenacity, does he? No tenacity share. So that one's not that great for rolling, if we're going to be honest. Only 2 out of... well, 2 plus the primary. It's not that great. But yeah, 3 out of them there are good, so that one's good for further rolls. It'd be a bummer if you rolled the crit chance there, though. But yeah, there's some good stuff in this in these mods. Just maybe need rolling and improving a little bit. But yeah, I like the look of it. So I've been talking for 40 odd minutes. I always think there's a point when I need someone to say to me, wrap it up. So last thing before I go is ships. You've got your Negotiator, you've got your Malevolence, you've got the Endurance. The rest of your fleet's maybe lagging a little bit. I think I saw that you were in Kyber 5, so yeah, I know that feeling. It's going to be a stretch. I don't really know exactly how you're feeling about that, as far as 3 fleets on defense and 3 for offense. Me personally, in your shoes, depending on your opponent anyway, I'd keep one of the Negotiator and Malevolence on defense, probably Negotiator, and try and use Malevolence to beat their biggest fleet. And then hope that you can do something with either Home 1 or Chimera, put Executrix and Endurance down on defense. That'd be the way I'd be thinking. But saying that, I know it's not that simple. I mean, they could do with bringing something out to help out. I mean, they've obviously announced last night that there's going to be the new ship. I've forgotten its name offhand. The Outrider. That's it. But yeah, they need more than just one ship. It's got to be like a whole fleet. Just to ease the burden. It's like I said, I've said it recently, technically they're within the rights to make this change. They have, as far as there are 7 fleets in the game, so arguably people have been using less than needed recently. But when you think if you face an Executor, it can be 2 to 3 fleets that are needed to take it down, then yeah, it's going to be a bit of a crapshoot for some people to actually beat that fleet. So yeah, I'm curious how it's going to pan out. But anyway, that was my 10 penneth worth. You know, let's just check your droids, just see if they're up. Yeah, IG's a bit behind, but you got the main 2 up. You got your Geos at 12 and 11, so they'll do some work off the bench. So yeah, you've got some okay stuff for Malevolence, and I saw relics in your Galactic Republic, so I know you're good there as well. So yeah, just little things, obviously. You know, you think you've got TFP as well, that'll help. You've got 7-star bomber. So yeah, you're looking quite solid in a few areas here. So yeah, I'm wrapping up now. I'm wrapping up because I feel like I've been talking a bit. I don't like I'm running a long time for an hour plus, but sometimes I do feel like I need to talk and give credit where it's due. Hopefully I've done that here today. So, thank you for supplying your roster, Luke. I can't remember offhand who's next, but I'm aiming to do another one this week, so hopefully I'll be on schedule for that. If not, it will be next week. This is my catch-up video, the one that I said I was going to do a few weeks ago that I forgot. So yeah, we should be back on schedule now as far as one a week. For those of you who want a roster review, please join the Discord server. The link will be in the description for the video. There is a channel dedicated to ally codes where you can write down yours with any little additional info you want to put down. And then I've got a separate channel just below it where I put your code, and it's essentially the list that I'm doing in order. So you get a rough idea of how long it will be until you get your roster done. I think Luke was requesting this back in January. So the fact I'm releasing this in April, it might give you a sign of how far behind I am. So feel free to put your code in, you know, give me an idea of what you want. Maybe by the time I get to it, you'll have already done it. All right, folks. Yeah, I'll be on Twitch this week, so hopefully I can catch you there. I'm going to be playing my Grand Arenas, obviously, but we're also going to be playing some LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. So if that interests you, tune into my channel. The clues in my name. All right, folks. I will see you in the next video. Until then, this has been Josh from JJ's Productions. Bye-bye for now, everyone.